Hey guys, what's up? It's Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome to another Runescape blog. In this one, we're going to be talking about the new abilities that have come out today, as well as the familiars and dragon weapons. So first off, there are how many new abilities? Let's see. 4. There are 4 new abilities that just came out. I haven't unlocked them yet, but I'm going to go do that on camera. Pretty much all you need to unlock them is to complete the dig site quest, and then have one ability requires 75, I think it's a melee stat, attack. One ability requires 75 ranged, one ability requires 75 magic, and the final ability requires 91 constitution. So, some pretty easy requirements. I mean, the constitution maybe is pretty high, but still not too bad. And the dig site quest is really easy and doesn't take long at all, so that's not hard. But there's something interesting with these new abilities. Well, 3 of them at least are pretty interesting. They deal damage, and by the way, 3 of them are thresholds and one of them's an ultimate. But yeah, they deal damage. The 3 of them deal damage, but they also deal damage to you, which is kind of an interesting concept that they obviously haven't implemented before. I think they should be in here, or maybe they don't show up until you unlock them. Let's head over to the dig site, though. You just got to talk to the archaeological expert, and she will give you the abilities. So that's pretty easy. I'm pretty sure it's a she. I'm not 100% though. We'll find out when we get there. But yeah, let's head over there now. Just head through the gates and straight on over to the dig site, museum, archaeology, excavation, location, building. Yeah, that's the scientific term. Examiner. There they are. Or maybe it isn't a girl. Whatever. I'm stupid as hell. That's the girl. The examiner is the girl. That's. Whoops. Alright, so he'll give you this book called Codex Ultimus, and you can read it, and it will give you the new abilities. Ooh, what am I doing? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Look at that. Look at the little fucking tendril things. That's. Why is that? Stop it. Okay. That's pretty cool though. And then there's just, blah 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 blah. Bunch of lore crap business that nobody wants to look at. And we should have the new abilities. Yep, there it is. Shadow, they're all called, well, the first 3 are all called tendrils, sort of based on ancient magics. There's blood tendrils, shadow tendrils, smoke tendrils, which are attack, ranged, and magic in that order. So here we are at the range is shadow tendrils. So it will hit the caster 2 to 5 times for a total of 33 to 250% weapon damage, and then they will, they'll hit you for 33 to 250% of your weapon's damage, and then they will hit your opponent once for 66 to 500% weapon damage. So, and they're all sort of the same basic idea if you look at them. The magic one will deal up to 100% weapon damage to the target you use it on. Then more hits as a combo attack, up to 125, 150, and then lastly 200% weapon damage. And during the combo, you, the caster, will suffer 3 hits of up to 25%, 50%, and finally 100% weapon damage. So it'll hit it once for 100%, then hit it 3 more times in a combo for a bunch more damage, and during the combo, you will get hit as well. So that's interesting. And then the last one is an attack. It is blood tendrils, which they will deal up to 180% weapon damage to your target right away, and then will inflict 90% of the weapon damage over time to the target, with 25% of weapon damage over time to the caster. So these are pretty interesting abilities. It's a new concept they haven't really done yet. The abilities you use hurt you as well as you're doing damage to the enemy. It remains to be seen whether or not these are good or useful yet. They're powerful, they definitely do a lot of damage, but it is dangerous because these abilities, they can kill you. Like the damage will kill you if it does enough damage to you. So that is something to be wary of. They might be good on Slayer tasks where you're not going to be getting hit that much by things and you want to do a lot of damage quickly, but I don't know if they'll be good at things like Nex or Virago or anything like that where you're trying to not get hit and stuff. So those are pretty interesting. But I'm not sure if they're good or not yet. We'll have to wait and see on that. I'll probably talk a little bit more about that in the next video, of course. But yeah, there's one last ability called Ice Asylum. Here it is right here. It's an ultimate ability, and it'll conjure up a healing crystal of ice, and every 4 seconds it'll heal anyone in the range of the crystal for 1 to 7% of their maximum life points, depending on how close they are to the crystal. And it is the total amount healed, which is shared by everyone affected by the crystal, is 3 times the maximum life points of the caster. It's pretty interesting. It's like the first area of effect, AoE healing ability they've come out with, and it sounds pretty cool. Excuse me, but I'm not really sure if it's going to be that good. We'll see though. It could be, maybe. I don't know. I feel like other ultimates will shine above it rather than just using this one to heal everybody. But we will see what it ends up being. It looks pretty cool though, and I like that they're trying new things and that they're adding new abilities to the game. Like, I love that they are continuing to add abilities. I hope they continue to do it in the future as well, so that you don't just have a standard bar for everything. Like, you'll have to customize your bar. Like, there's a ton of abilities, and you have to customize your bar specifically to what you're going to be doing, or something like that. I think that would be really cool if there was a lot more abilities in the game, if they keep adding them. So yeah, I'm a fan of this type of update, although it's not that significant, but maybe it will be. We'll see if it ends up being pretty big, if the abilities are actually good. They also released the new familiars today. You can now have Nihil summoned familiars, and as well as some new dragon equipment that they are having dropped from monsters. One thing that's kind of cool is you can also get Nihils and Muspas as Slayer assignments, which you have to unlock for 50 Slayer points, and then you can get them assigned. So that's kind of cool. I think that's an interesting sort of thing to have them as new Slayer monsters. Are always cool to have, and good to freshen up your Slayer routine and all that. But yeah, there's I think it's 4 new summoning familiars, which are all the 4 different Nihils: Blood, Smoke, Ice, and Shadow, which are pretty cool. They're combat familiars, and their special attack is kind of like what the Minotaurs have. So I don't know. I don't think the familiars are going to be too useful, but they might look pretty cool because they're kind of like little mini Nexes, and they look pretty cool. I think so. Yeah, I think that's a pretty cool one. And the Nihils drop the ingredients to make these pouches. So if you want to make them, then you just go there. So pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy. And I don't think that's going to be very good because combat familiars aren't too good nowadays, I don't think. But we'll see if they end up being good. But also the Muspa have a chance to drop new dragon equipment: the Dragon Ward, which is a shield, the Dragon Hasta, and Dragon Throwing Knives. So yeah, I don't know why they're still adding dragon equipment to the game. Nobody uses it anymore. All this stuff is pretty much useless. Remember when Dragon Throwing Axes came out from Chaos Giants? These things are going to be just pretty much the same, just as useless. Nobody's going to want them and all that stuff. So I don't know. I guess they're trying to just complete all the lower tiers of stuff before they make the higher tiered stuff any bigger. But still, I don't think it's necessary to add more dragon items or anything like that. But whatever. There are now those from the Muspas. And of course, all of this is only all of the stuff with the familiars, not the abilities, but all the stuff with the familiars you have to have completed Fate of the Gods, obviously. So yeah, I have a quest guide on that on my channel. You can check it out if you want to do the thing. They also updated the Fairy Ring interface to make it look better, so we'll head over to the Fairy Ring just to take a gander at that. And now I'm going to take a look through the patch notes, which I haven't read yet, to see if they have any important things worth mentioning in here. So it is 19th of May. Okay. So let's head over to the Fairy Ring. While we're doing this, I'm just reading all of them. Nothing really. The graphical ones aren't really usually important. Still haven't fixed the minimap though, as you guys can see. So that's just dandy like candy. Let's see. Nope, nothing important in graphical. Defense XP rewards from court cases no longer give attack XP. That's good, because it would make sense that you want defense XP, not attack XP. It's pretty, yes, that's kind of a stupid thing. I already did all the court cases though, so I don't really care about that. Let's see. Ooh, pretty cool. Fast teleport. Ooh, yes, oh please. And I could add these to my favorites. I like this. This is good. You can have favorites now. Where is... I want Glaciers. My favorites. I want this one in my favorites. And Polyport Dungeon. Where are you? You can go into my favorites. And that's probably about it. I don't tend to use any other ones. Really. I don't think, at least. Yeah, looks pretty good. But I like that. That's a good update. This thing did need some updating. But yeah, eucalyptus logs can no longer be taken into Castle Wars. So when have used slide dogs that were taking eucalyptus logs into Castle Wars and just causing havoc in there like you can with eucalyptus logs, then no more of that. Let's see what else. Audio. Nobody cares about that. That doesn't make sense. Quest challenges and achievements. Let's see. Players can now rewatch the memories after completing the Rune Memories quest. I'm sure everybody wants to do that. Players can now switch their order color without retaking the Rune Guardians test after Rune Memories. Why are they updating another one for Rune Memories? Everything is just Rune Memories. And Akra's Lament no longer lists the Crumble Undead spell as a requirement. Why would it do that? That's weird. Okay. Nothing important there. Ooh, here's some ninja fixes. These are good. The reward book from completing Troll Invasion will now be placed directly into a player's inventory. Was it previously not? Does that mean like right when you complete the Troll Invasion you'll get it? That makes sense. That's good, I guess, although I never really had a problem with it. There's now a left-click recharge option on the Fountain of Heroes. That's good. I would rather use a Geyser Titan, but those that actually use the fountain to recharge glories, that's good. Dragonbane ammo now takes effects against the Queen Black Dragon. That is pretty much the most obvious thing I've ever seen. The Queen Black Dragon, why would it not? But I guess the damage buff from using Bane ammunition has been increased. I might have to look into that. That's only after completing the Majorat Master. No, Majorat Master. I'm stupid. The Ritual of the Majorat quest, you can get Bane ammo. So that's pretty cool, I think. I think that's awesome that they have that added. What else, though? Let's see. Yep, pairing's been updated. There are now keybinds connected to the Spirit Tree teleports. That's weird. They need to add keybinds to the Livid Farm plants. That would be fantastic. Reading. Players can now keep safe their Gravite weapons, thank God. Combat Brawling Gloves now use 1 charge per 1k XP game. They actually put Brawling Gloves on the rare drop table, so you can get them from like any monster now, but it's just really rare. I think that's awesome. Brawling Gloves were pretty much impossible to get from Revenants, and now they're back. You can get them. Alex actually got a pair, I think, from something. So that's pretty awesome. Players using Brawling Gloves with stored bonus XP will now have the correct amount of bonus XP subtracted. Clan avatars can no longer be summoned in the Grand Exchange. Depositing more than one non-stackable item into a bank no longer briefly displays the item as a stacked in the inventory. That's good. If you guys remember when the new bank update came out, let me find something here that I could use to represent this. These. If I withdraw bronze bars and then tried to deposit them, it would say this all the ones in my inventory disappear except for this one, and it would say 27 like it was in a stack. But they fixed that. That's cool. Good for them. So I think that's everything. Yep. Okay, so that is pretty much everything for this week's update. I don't think I need this anymore. But the new abilities were pretty cool. I might make another video on them, just testing them out. If they end up being good, if not, then just, whatever. But, yeah. One thing, a couple updates with me. I am just 300k off 111 Dunge. Pretty nice. But over the weekend, I didn't manage to get as much Livid Farm done as I wanted. I only got around 365k points out of the 850k you need. I mean, I got like a little bit under halfway. But I was just really busy this weekend. I started up work again, and I was making videos. So yeah, kind of a shame I wasn't able to get that much done, but I did get a little done, and I'm going to continue doing it over time as I dunge as well. Probably going to go do some dungeoneering right now, but yeah. Tomorrow I'll be uploading another episode of The Barrows Beast, so I'll see you guys for that. Like and favorite if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for future videos. Let me know what you guys think about this week's update down in the comments below. I would love to see you guys' opinions on the new abilities and all that stuff, new familiars and such. And I will see you guys tomorrow for The Barrows Beast. Peace.